What's up with this Rapido guy, man? He don't talk, man.
Well, if you start talking German, he will talk with you. He can't
Okay,
speak English.
but you can speak.
Been
You can speak English, right?
Yes, I can, as
And I,
you might hear.
and I think my friend here probably speaks a smattering of Deutsche. I believe. I'll bet you.
Well, how may we help you?
Okay, let's start at the beginning. So, how does one come to have the rights to use the Hells Angels name in Second Life? I'm very curious. I'm sorry, didn't you hear me? I was asking, how do you get the rights to use the Hells Angels name in Second Life? Like, how's that work? Like, hello? What did I lose, dude? Where you at? Aaron, where you at? Aaron? Aaron? I have all these. I have all these questions. You said, "How can you help me?" I'm full of questions. I'm saying, so how does someone get to have a Hell's Angels chapter in a video game? How's that work?
Simply having connections. And if you didn't realize it, there are several Hells Angels chapters in Second Life.
No, I know there are, but I'm trying to figure out because none of my friends that are Hell's Angels in real life can figure out why there's Hell's Angels chapters on a cartoon. They're trying to figure it out, so they asked me to find out. I'm in Los Angeles.
Well, maybe you should ask the American chapters there. They will have it easier to explain it to you, since they did it first. Others just followed.
No, the real Hell's Angels.
Okay, do you have like a teleport IP or something to them? Maybe?
Not actually, nope.
No, I'm saying because the real Hell's Angels in America, the real Hell's Angels in America did not tell someone to start one in Second Life. Okay. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm sitting with the real guys last night, and we're talking about no real Hell's Angels gave anybody any permission in America to have cartoon Hell's Angels. I mean, you realize that logo is like copyrighted property and stuff, right?
Nope, they're actually not.
No, they are. No, they are. Actually, they are. The logos of Hell's Angels are copyrighted, and it's very well known that it is. And recently, the Supreme Court of the United States tried to seize the copyright based on RICO statutes, but you're talking to someone that's connected to the Hells Angels, bro, so I mean, don't tell me what our shit is, because you're wrong. It's copyrighted.
I talked to several guys who told me that they have been connected to Hells Angels.
No, I'm saying, well, no, listen, you're saying that the logo is not copyrighted. How the fuck did somebody in the Hells Angels tell you that when that's just public knowledge? I mean, what the fuck? It's been all over the news, everywhere, that the fucking United States seized the fucking logos of bike gangs. I mean, it's been on CNN. What the fuck? You don't need to know somebody to know that. If somebody doesn't know that, doesn't it stand to figure they're probably not really connected? So wait a minute. They told you they were Hell's Angels in Second Life, and that was the only verification you got? So you're telling me that so a cartoon Hell's Angel said to another cartoon, start more cartoon Hell's Angels. That's what you're I'm just trying to get, I'm not fucking with you. I'm just trying to find out. I'm very confused. It'd be nice, I mean, if guys are repping Hell's Angels, if they wouldn't get all like skittish in their cartoons and they'd man up and just relax and talk, man. I mean, what's next? You're going to eject me from the sim? I mean, that's kind of not very becoming an outlaw or someone walking around with Hell's Angels above their head, you know? Being what the Hell's Angels actually represent, you know? Not being thin-skinned, like, little controlling cowards. But yeah, there's a lot of Hell's Angels, like, within arm's reach of me right on this block right now. I mean, right over here is where we hang out at the bar. But nobody could figure this out. Nobody could figure out how the logo in a game where the TOS is, you're not allowed to use copyrighted shit and all, like how people are using it all over and just kind of like not legally. Not that Hell's Angels are into calling cops, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it, man. Awful quiet, man.
Well, I think he's licking his lollipop. He got scared.
Well, I don't. That's the first thing, bro. I just don't understand. Like, if you're repping Hell's Angels, and then someone asks some questions, and you're scared.
Well, I'm having a nice time up here, man.
Well, like I said, yeah, that's really awesome. But you're sure not a Hell's Angel.
Oh my fucking god, man.
You're sure not a Hell's Angel,
My god.
are you? You're sure not an outlaw. You're just a fucking poser and a little bitch, right? Not Hell's Angels. You need to take that shit off, and the sim needs to come down with that fucking name on it. Did you know that? Did you know your sim needs to come down? Did you know we can find out where you are, little boy? Mm-hmm. Did you know that? Okay, well, I guess you'll give me no choice then. The Hells Angels, famous for their Zeppelins. What a fag, man. A fucking fag. A bitch-made little fag. That's what you are. A bitch-made faggot. Fucking Hells Angels, man. Don't worry, Hells Angels, man. There's some of us that realize, man, that these people need to fucking... What's up, man?
Oh my god.
Can you believe it? Like, see how easy it is, man?
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's no way that any Hells Angels fucking told anybody to start Hells Angels in Cartoonland. And yes, that logo is owned by the Hells Angels. And it is a violation of TOS to use copyrighted materials without the owner's permission. So basically, no one would ever think of it. But all these chapters in Second Life of Hells Angels, and it's like they should be kicked out, because if you do that with Batman or Spider-Man or some shit and you haven't paid Marvel or whoever for the license in here, they kick you out, right? But it's like, oh, they're the Hells Angels, who gives a fuck? It's like, well, I do, because that's bullshit. Because here in the United States, that's true. Last year, the Supreme Court tried to do this shit where they claimed under RICO statutes that even though all those bike gangs have their logos copyrighted, that those logos promote organized crime, so that the federal government was seizing the copyrights on the Mongols and the Hells Angels logos and shit like that. Now, the government claims they own them, but there's Hells Angels riding all around my neighborhood here that haven't seemed to have taken them off their backs. So it's a very interesting, because I support that is some bullshit, like, how can you take someone's fucking shit that way? Like, if a guy doesn't commit a crime, it's like, wow, the United States flag promotes organized crime. I seize that under RICO statutes, I can't believe that kid was such a pussy, man. Like, I'm a Hells Angel.
Yeah.
I'm a Hells Angel. I can't answer a question. I'm going to ban you from my cartoon sim. We got to go back and find another one, man.
Hey, is it any more?